Hello, my name is Silaphat Lukrak. I am a research physicist from EM1 Thailand. Today, I will present the alternative way out of the space junk problem in the topic of touchless space debris management and security of space technology. What I am talking about is space debris. What is the space debris? And how does it cause a problem to our life? Which is in the introduction part. And the next one will be the electrostatic theory and the experiment to confirm the idea. And from the theory, it leads to the methodology of space debris management. There will be 3 steps. The first one will be the extraction process. The second one will be the storage. And the last one is reuse. After the project is done, we will propose the future work, which is in the last part of this presentation. What is the space debris? The space debris is fragments of the non-used space technologies, such as satellites and spaceships. These fragments are orbiting around the Earth. We never recognize the problem from them until it fell onto the Earth. Some of them hit the current space technologies and cause damage to these technologies. Repairing the broken part in the space is quite limited and costs a very high price. It will be much better if we can avoid the accident or keep our space debris in somewhere else for safety. The background theory is the electrostatic induction. The space debris is made of various kinds of materials. Main ingredients are composite materials. All materials contain an equal number of negative and positive charges. We can try the electrostatic force to attract all kinds of materials. Many pieces of space debris can be attracted at the same moment. All negative and positive charges stay together in pair randomly all over the materials. However, they can be split up into negative charges on one side and the positive charges on the other side. By applying external electric field to the materials, as presented at the light blue arrow in the figure, and positive and negative charges will be split in the opposite direction in the material. However, the negative charges feel the electric field a little bit stronger, so the material moves to the left. Referring to the experiment, the electrostatic induction is able to be used to the space debris management by using the attractive force between the electrons and the space debris. So we have 3 steps to manage the space debris. The first step is the attraction process. We will apply the electric field to the space debris and attract all of them. When the electrode is a part of the spaceship to sweeping space debris, it can take many pieces of space debris at the same time. So the circular plate represents the electrodes, and the sphere is the space debris. In the experiment part, we set by using the 2 stateless electrodes and a stateless sphere, which are shown in the first figure. And the second figure will show the metal ruler and the nylon rope. And the third one will be the chamber and electric generator connected with the current wire. And the last one will be the spring to measure the electrostatic force between the conducting sphere and the electrode. In the experiment, we begin with replacing an object at 3 centimeters away from the electrode. And then we open the electric generator to generate electric field between the electrodes. And reading weight from the spring and recording the result. But the experiment result is limited because the electron discharges when it comes closer to the electrode. So we cannot find the electric force from the experiment and compare it with the theoretical predictions, which is shown in the left figure. The conducting sphere discharges the electrons, and conducting sphere slightly oscillates back and forth after the induced electric charge is emitted because the electric force suddenly decreases, which is shown on the right figure. We can see that the conducting sphere moves slightly, but it cannot be by our naked eyes. However, we still have the theoretical prediction. We show the graphs, the relation between the electric force and the distance. The vertical axis will be the electric force, and the horizontal axis will be the distance between the electrode and conducting sphere. The force is negative because it is attractive type. We can see that the greater distance is, the less force will be. After we confirm that our idea is right and it can be used to spare debris, so the next step after we attract or spare debris, we will keep in somewhere else for safety by beginning with the transporting the spare debris along the tunnel within the spaceship by using the inertial property of the spare debris after they are attracted by the electrode, and then keep it in the pocket, then separate the junk within the spaceship. After we separating and keep it in the pocket, then we sending to somewhere else for safety. For example, the space warehouse, or send back to the Earth, or send it to the higher orbit. When all spare debris are kept in the safe place, then we will use it as new materials or inventing new satellites and handling to the clients, because all the materials are quite useful for the mankind to invent new technologies. So in conclusion, we have 3 steps in the space debris management. The first one will be the detection process, and the experiment confirms that it works with a little bit electrostatic force. And the second step is the storing in a safe place. For example, the space warehouse, the Earth, or sent to the higher orbit. And when it's safe, we will use it as a new materials or sell it to the clients directly. After we finish the jobs, we will find the research fund for developing core technology, because we lack of the budget to develop the technologies for attracting the space debris and test it in the microgravity laboratory. And when we finish the core technology, we will test it in the orbit and provide the service for protecting the space technologies. Thank you for your attention.